What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to an episode of Diamond Dynasty Tips and Tricks for MLB The Show 19. So we're just going to get right into it. In this video, I'm just going to be giving you guys what to do, what not to do when starting off, some things to stay away from, some other things that, possibly down the line will be good. So let's just get right into it. So first things first, when you get into the Diamond Dynasty, don't go right into ranked seasons. They actually do have good rewards, but you're going to want to build your team through some CPU games first before you dive in here. As you can see, I haven't even started playing this yet, and, my team's up to, about a 75. I would say probably around 75 to 80 is where you want to start, unless you have a really good skill level. The second thing I would say is definitely stay away from conquest. So conquests, they don't really give a lot of good rewards. Make sure you view the goals if it's something that you do want to do, because I did the Eric Gagne, but I could have just been done with it after completing the 4 rewards instead of completing the whole conquest. So this is basically like a different type of game that you can see the maps and you have to take over every single square on the map playing games. So as you could tell, even this one you'll get an 88 Ty Cobb, but there's a lot of games that would need to be played. So it's not something I would ideally do in the first moments of opening the game or getting into Diamond Dynasty. That leads me into moments, which that's where I would start, is moments. I would definitely go into moments. There's a lot of moments that you can do, different ones, and you get different XP and different currency rewards and different players through all of them. So they're definitely worth doing. As you can see, some of the rewards is diamond players. This one you get the Babe Ruth nameplate. So those ones are pretty good. Another good thing to do when starting off is the Battle Royale mode. So you get 1 free entry, and then you will have to use your currency to enter. It's 1,500 to enter. But if you can get some wins under your belt, you get really good cards. So as you can see, if you get 12 wins, you get an 85 plus. The good thing about this is you get to draft a team. So when you have a low level team, you come in here and it balances out your team. So you might get a couple level 90s on your team, a 90 pitcher, 90 hitter, something like that. So it balances you out when you're playing other people, instead of starting off with a 75 overall team. Next is I would definitely create a player. So you get to create a player. As you can see, mine is my catcher. Catcher is kind of a hard position because the prices are inflated. So that's why I chose catcher. There's not too many good ones, and the ones that are out are expensive right now. So that's why I stuck with catcher. Just choose a position that you think it's going to be hard to get good people for, and stick with it. You get to upgrade them through moments and some different challenges. So I already completed all of the catcher challenges. That's why I got them to a 78. And then there's also, if you go over to create a player, you could see that if you do these other catcher 100 innings, 150 innings online, or 300 innings, that's how you can level them up, and you can get them all the way up to, I believe it's like an 80. So you get to an 82 right here, and then you get a low diamond and a high diamond catcher choice pack. So that's pretty cool. So getting into the collections, this is something that when you start off, it's definitely good to do. As you can see, I already completed all the starting ones. So you just have to put different things in here to get currency and XP. And the reason these are so good is it doesn't actually take the cards away from you. It just makes them so you can't sell them. So putting 53s and 55s in here is a great way to do it, because now all it says is I can't sell this guy, but I'm not going to use them anyway. So even if it's someone that's in your lineup, you could still just put them in here, especially because they're most likely going to be the low levels. As you can see, this is only level 65 and below that I shown, and I already had a bunch of them. If you continue to do those, and a lot of them will also give you packs. So these ones all give you a standard pack, which I believe comes with 6 players and some extra stadiums or equipment. So that's pretty good. So I would try to complete as many of these as you can. I would definitely start with the starter collection, and then as you get up higher and get better cards, you can do some of these other stadiums or other types. And also, when starting off, if you're going to be playing no money spent, don't waste your currency on packs. So if you look in the pack store, you really won't get your currency back unless you get really lucky. So for instance, in this one, you're going to spend 15,000 of currency, but you're only going to get 3 gold and 8 silver player items. So most likely the golds aren't going to add back up to 15,000. So really, just stay away from packs unless you're going to be spending real money on them, which I don't advise spending real money on these type of packs, but if you want to, all the power to you. When going to the community market, I would definitely look for budget players. I wouldn't be looking at high-level players as of right now because they're going to be coming out with higher cards. So sooner or later, the Mike Trout card will drop in price. So don't worry if you do want Mike Trout. But you could use these filters on the side and go to positions you want. So for instance, you can go to about like an 80 to an 85. You could choose a position that you want. And you can get pretty good budget players. So you can get, an 82 overall with pretty good contact and power for only 3,000, or you can even get someone down here that has pretty good hitting as well for as low as like 1,300. So when building your team, I would definitely go into these different filters and use these. I would stay away from trying to buy any stadiums or anything like that for now, unless it's just something you really want. Then more power to you, but I wouldn't spend any of these expensive ones. So obviously the ones that are 110, 88, whatever, just you could buy those if you want one. But I would stay away from any of these ones that are expensive. Just doesn't really make sense. You'll probably get them in a pack sooner or later. So unless you really need a stadium for whatever reason, I would stay away from them. So those are going to be my tips and tricks, guys, for starting off on Diamond Dynasty. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you did like the tips that I gave you, and let me know in the comments as well if there's anything that you'd like me to go over or go more in depth in. I can show you guys some gameplay of how to do or how to complete certain moments, or a battle royale strategy to go with, or anything like that. So let me know if you guys want to see more of that. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time.